What is up, everybody? My name is Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude. This is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, episode 5 on Tuesday, May 21st. I am joined today by my wonderful little cherry blossom, because it's, cherry blossoms are in full bloom now, So, yeah, everybody say hello to Garrick Bartholomew. Eton.
Hi, Garrick.
Hi.
How you doing, man? You were talking about having some Taco Bell earlier?
Pretty good. Yeah, no, I had some Taco Bell for dinner. I was saying I went there with the intent to buy the secret aardvark nacho fries, but alas, their run has ended. So I had to settle for regular nacho fries, deluxe cravings box, which is just fine. I ate.
Yeah.
It was good. I watched some anime, played a little Diablo. All is well.
Nice.
Be like
Question. Do you ever go to Wendy's?
Not a lot, actually. I definitely don't have anything against it. I like Wendy's, but it's like one of those ones where like I really only go there when the mood strikes specifically.
I feel like they have really good chicken sandwiches.
Oh, see, and I don't even know that I've had a chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Usually when I go there, I get a Baconator. I love their Baconators.
Their new I don't know if they still have it. The fucking they have a new new burger that has jalapeno crisp cheese in there, dude. It's fucking good.
You know what they also have that's brand new that I was getting at?
What?
They just started selling a bucket of chicken nuggets. You can order
How many are in a bucket?
50.
I thought they did this a while back, but only in select stores. But
it is official nationwide now. It's 50 chicken nuggets.
I go 25 and 25 with somebody on some nuggies.
Yeah.
Can we get it in spicy?
Nuggets,
is it available in spicy?
Ooh,
I'm sure it is.
That'd be a game changer.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
If it's 50 spicy nuggets, oh my god.
Yeah.
Get me with 50 spicy nuggets and some ranch. Oh my god, I'm having a fucking field day.
Speaking of spicy nuggets, because my spicy nugget is here, and that is Twitch's very own DJ Sinfix.
What up, bud? What up, guys?
Hey. Yeah, you're my spicy nugget now.
Yeah, I am a spicy nugget.
Yeah,
spicy golden nugget, dude.
Spicy golden nugget.
Yeah,
it's a primo nugget. So like, how I started this new job recently. I don't know why I thought of this, because we said gold and primo and stuff. So I do produce sales now, guys. I do produce sales is what my job is. And I just found out we're getting a pallet of these pineapples. They're called Ruby pineapples. And I found out that these pineapples are worth $296 a piece. A piece.
God damn.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I've seen a Ruby pineapple. I've never had one, but I've seen what they look like. It legit looks like it's legit. Just like the pineapple fruit is like on the inside is red.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm learning a lot of things.
Crazy.
I got to try some
turtle eating one of those.
Yeah.
Fucking turtles eating.
Tracks in chat. Cigarette prices. Pretty much.
That's an expensive piece of pineapple.
Yeah. But we don't have our pineapple here today, because today this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, and we're slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video games, news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. Sorry, DJ. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. But if you spent all your credits at another shop, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, tell them, DJ.
Shit, it's not loading. Hold on, I gotta scroll down.
We only use that when you're
It's
not
on
here.
Prime Gaming. Woo! Prime Gaming.
You also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help us level up our game. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. Review. Boom, 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 boom. Critical hits. Boom, 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 boom.
Ching, 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 ching.
Ching, 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 ching.
Critical hit.
Hey. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Guys,
Dude.
I forgot to update our critical hits, so I'm doing this off the top of the noggin. So,
Have they even really changed?
I mean, a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I might be able to help.
I already know the first thing I'm going to say. Our newest episode of the Shipwreck Show, that's right, episode 120, is now on all major podcast platforms and YouTube. So if you missed it, go check it out. It's actually a pretty good episode. You know, Garrick and the rest of us talk about friend-shaped things.
I wanted to know why we couldn't have more animals, and then everybody like gave me logic and laws, and I'm like, no, I understand all that, but why?
No. Not everybody. DJ did.
Well, I mean that's true. Which I mean, like honestly, you just gotta go watch the episode. It's like friend shaped or not friend shaped. It was I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I still like. We still need to come up with a better median between
there was
the two.
no middle. I don't know.
K-shaped,
I feel like we can circle
K-shaped.
back to that, and like friend shaped or not friend shaped could be a whole episode.
We should find like a curated list, you know, kind of like with Ernell's like smash or pass Pokemon thing that he did.
Yeah, dude.
And we'll just record
like a list of like
going over friend shaped or not friend shaped. You know, we'll just do
like
a bonus
list of
thing.
either like some of the most horrifying or like the cutest animals in the world, and just do, like a randomizer list of them both, and I have to just do a live reaction, friend shaped or not friend shaped.
I think we just came up with a new TikTok.
Yeah, friend shaped or not friend shaped.
Dude, we can capitalize on that trend, that bug trend when I hold this in my hand.
Yeah. Did you see the video I sent you, Garrick? That fucking the guy. It was you stitched a video or duetted a video of like this person holding different bugs in their hand, and he's like, nope, definitely will not.
That's
have
what I'm talking
it.
about. I've seen that guy a bunch. He was just like literally just like, all right, part 3 of like, would I hold that in my hand? He was just like, no, hell no.
Like maybe, you know, you thought it's getting too big. It's getting too big.
Too big.
It's too big.
Yeah. No, they just keep getting larger. Yeah, we could do that. That could be us.
Guys, for all you listens out there and you typers.
That's a typer.
Yeah.
Listens, typers, views.
Please, I implore you, take your keyboard. Take this thing.
And he unplugged it.
Go. Nope, this is wireless.
That's good. A wireless keyboard.
Yeah. Take your keyboard and go to where you can review the Good Kraken podcast and Death Ratio podcast and Shipwreck Show, as well as 20,000 Films. And leave a review, please. Use this thing and leave a review.
Yeah,
and
you should do that.
Make your partner do it. Make your mother do it. Make your dog do it. Make your cat do it. Make them all do it, because in order for us to get in front of more people, we need your guys' help to boost the algorithm. Really, the way that we spread through the algorithm, through social media, is through reviews and engagement. And you guys are a big part of that. We will keep providing the content for you. We have almost 500 pieces of content on our YouTube alone. And the best way for you to go like those videos, go comment on them, share them around, help us out, because we love you guys and we want to keep doing this. And the best way for that to happen is for a little help from you guys. With that being said, also join our Discord. Hang out. We hang out in there all the time. We're playing games. We got people playing Destiny again. We got people playing Diablo 4 again. We got people playing Battlefield. We got people playing the Fallout games,
Helldivers.
everything. The Helldivers, like
All of it.
yeah, we got watch
Gaming.
parties happening. Yeah, it's
Gotta be a
actually
sub
been
for that though. But hey, but it's worth it.
yeah, it is worth it. It is worth it. Sometimes I'll just throw up a random thing, if I'm in chill chat just because I feel like it. But yeah, literally come hang out. It's actually been really fun. Lots of laughs have been had. Lots of laughs. Mm-hmm. Garrick, could you tell the people what we got coming up here next, please?
Yeah, sometimes Facebook thinks they have really cool ideas and they like to change their name into really dumb stuff. And we like to make fun of that name, but in like a way, and we use it better than they do because we're heading into the meta minute because that company
Meta.
and we're capitalizing on it. So yeah, fuck you, Meta, but the Meta Minute's
Fuck
rad.
Meta.
So
But,
that's what we're about tonight. Is we're headed into the Meta Minute and we're talking some news.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Mhm.
Speaking of that news, you're first up on the docket here, Garrick.
I sure do. This is a fucking hell of a headline. IGN buys gamer network sites, layoffs in progress, Eurogamer, GameIndustry.biz, Rock Paper Shotgun, and more sites are now under the IGN Entertainment banner. This is coming from Blair Marnell at GameSpot. The gaming media landscape has gotten a lot more consolidated. IGN Entertainment has purchased the Gamer Network's digital brands, which included Eurogamer, GamesIndustry.biz, Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247, and Dicebreaker. As a result of the acquisition, layoffs for some of the affected sites have already begun. Brandon Sinclair, the popular managing editor of GamesIndustry.biz, was among the employees who were let go. The news was shared with a number of sites, including the now IGN-owned GameIndustry.biz. Gamer Network was founded by Rupert and Nick Lohman in 1999, alongside the launch of Eurogamer. Gamer Network expanded to include the previously managed sites and also owns a portion of Outside Xbox Digital Foundry, as well as Hookshot, which includes Nintendo Life, Push Square, Pure Xbox, and Time Extension under its sites. Gamer Network was initially sold to ReedPop in 2018 before the company signaled its intent to sell to Gamer Network's assets in late 2023. ReedPop had been behind the planned relaunch of E3 in 2023, partnering with the ESA to produce the show. However, it was subsequently canceled and E3 was killed off for good following the year. ReedPop's Popverse comic book and geek culture site was not included in the sale to IGN. Additionally, ReedPop will maintain its EGX and MCM conventions in the United Kingdom, in addition to its domestic comic conventions like New York Comic Con.
I don't know about you guys. I don't like this. I don't like it. I view this as a takeover. 100%.
100%. This is a little bit more than just a takeover. This is 100% a thinning of the weeds. Like this, they are buying these companies. If you use these sites, don't expect to be using them a lot longer. Expect a few of these to just outright go away. They're going to buy these domains to close these domains because IGN is a news source. And why do they need to buy other news sources that are going to directly compete with their news source, right? Nobody does that. Now, as a business, that's just dumb business, right? So yeah, some of these will probably stay because they've got like long-standing influences. Eurogamer will probably stick around. GameIndustry.biz will probably stick around. I can absolutely see Dicebreaker, Rock Paper Shotgun, and VG247 all basically just being killed domains in the next 5 years.
Rock Paper Shotgun. Just off the name alone, I just love that fucking
I love Rock Paper Shotgun too. That's one of my that's definitely one of like my quick I need an answer and I'll look for that site over some other sites. But like the fact that they're already laying off people, already people with good standing in the industry, like Brendan Sinclair is not like problematic to the best of my knowledge. He's got like a well carved out spot, and he's been providing industry news for quite some time. So for him to just immediately get the axe is kind of crazy. And so I don't know. This literally just feels like we're going to be seeing a lot less of the same sorts of news, but also expect all of the news to start looking a lot more samey. If they're going to be curated by the same, by the same editorial staff that directs IGN's news platform. So
the sites I'm particularly worried about is Nintendo Life, Pure Xbox, and Digital Foundry.
well, thankfully those weren't included in the sale. So and Reed Pop is still completely intact. They just happen to own stakes. Yeah, they own stakes in those particular sites, but they were not part of the sale to IGN. So the ones that I initially listed, those are the ones that were like included in the sale, which if you look at them, like obviously Digital Foundry, Nintendo Life, Push Square, Pure Xbox, those are all like single console platforms. I can't ever see those going anywhere because people have their platform loyalties and insist on using those in some cases, right? So, but when we're talking about like what is available in gaming news, I definitely like as far as like published news, GameIndustry.biz, I don't see a ton from them in the forefront of news recently. Same with Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247. I actually do see quite a bit from them. I see a lot of stuff constantly from Eurogamer. So like it'll be kind of interesting to see what ends up happening to the staffs of these sites, and like if some of these sites could ultimately change, like they could change platform direction too, like they could rebrand the site to do other things within the industry as well. Like maybe they just stick to video game guides rather than reviews, or one just does tech stuff, or I don't know. They could diversify that way, but I just don't see it happening because at the end of the day, IGN wants people on their site. So
yeah. Well, I guess only time will tell. We're probably going to see a lot of layoffs happen shortly.
Fortunately.
Yay, more layoffs.
Yay, more layoffs, which I think is really ironic since IGN has like quote unquote spoke out against layoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and been like reporting on all of the layoffs that have been
Yeah,
going on.
yeah. So I think this is a very hypocritical move on their part, personally. But yeah. DJ, do you want to let the people know what we got coming up next?
Yes, sirree. Our next story is Assassin's Creed Shadows revealed with 4 minutes of bloody action. This comes from Ethan Gach at Kotaku, or Ethan Gatch. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I butchered his last name. Assassin's Creed Shadows is the next big open world RPG from Ubisoft. It sports dual protagonists, a shinobi and a samurai, and it looks incredible so far. The next game in the blockbuster style series arrives on November 15th, and based on its first trailer, it seems like exactly what fans have been dreaming of ever since they first learned the latest sequel would be set in Japan. A first look at the game via a cinematic trailer showed a mysterious woman named Naue, whose village is burnt down, and a man in samurai armor named Yasuke, who has seemingly been involved in the carnage. Quote, "We are the shadows that serve the light," they say, as they work together through stealth and head-on combat to bring down the forces responsible for fueling civil war and misery. Players will be able to swap between them as they play. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, you're good.
I had to sneeze. So bad.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
I wonder. Yeah, keep going on. I got some questions on this one.
I muted in Discord, but Xander's gonna hear that when he gets in the editing room. Previously known as Assassin's Creed Red, the latest entry in the long-running franchise will build on the sprawling maps, mechanics, and systems of games like Odyssey and Valhalla after last year's Mirage offered fans a more old-school approach to the stabbing simulator. That's a great way to describe Assassin's Creed
Fair enough.
stabbing simulator.
Yeah.
While it was sometimes easy to feel overloaded between the series' increasing bloat and semi annualization, it's now been 4 years since the last major Assassin's Creed game, and I, for one, am hungry to dig in. How big is Assassin's Creed Shadows? While mainline Assassin's Creed games have been getting more and more massive with each new entry, creative director Jonathan Dumont told IGN that Shadows will be a slight step back when it comes to the map size. Quote, on a scale level, maybe we can compare it a little bit more to the size of Assassin's Creed Origins, end quote, he said, citing
Fucking map
the
was so
smaller of the
big.
three modern open world Assassin's Creed games. Assassin's Creed Shadows includes a number of new features for the series, IGN reports. Those include a light meter that shows how concealed you are, a new type of NPC called servants that won't fight you, but will alert enemies and call in reinforcements, and seasonal updates from spring to winter that change along with a day and night cycle. As separate protagonists, Yasuke and Naoe will have their own skill trees, equipment, and resources. Eagle Vision also returns, while birds to scout the map from an overhead point of view will not. And that's it. Thank you, Ethan.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I am excited about this game personally. I wasn't that excited until very recently, after I saw the trailer and everything was actually revealed. And Yasuke is a sweet, sweet character. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm actually
and
upset, dude. They have black people didn't exist back
Shut
then,
the
right,
fuck up,
guys?
DJ. Dude,
He wasn't a
someone
real
had to be here
samurai. He
now.
was a retainer. He was a
I've seen
retainer.
so many fucking goddamn people, and it's and dude, and it's always the people that they literally and they sound exact. You all sound exactly like this. Yasuke wasn't even a samurai. He was a retainer. Yasuke was a servant. Yasuke, shut up. You can't even say his fucking name right, assholes. Like, get fucking real.
I
He's
love
a
how
goddamn real
they
historical
complained it-
figure.
They complained more about Yasuke, who is a real person, who is a real person in
Yeah,
history, who
he's
has
legit a
recorded
real
history of this.
person.
But like their logic, they're mad at everything that's not historically accurate. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of recorded history about women being ninja, but I mean, and now it doesn't exist. That's a
I think
fictional
there's
character.
definitely less recorded instances of that than there is of freaking
Right.
Yasuke's
So
existence.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Well, like
Also,
there was a fucking Oh, what's up, Devin? Sorry.
like, it's funny that they're mad about this, but not mad about the aliens in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah,
No,
dude, the whole it's like they
anybody
forgot
who's
what franchise
trying
we're in.
to defend the historical accuracy of Assassin's Creed is a fucking chump. Just straight
100%.
up a chump. Like, you're a moron.
Come on,
Like,
dude.
you're just
Ezio actually
dumb.
exists, bro. I saw him.
But dude, unfortunately, like, I watched the trailer too, and it did nothing for me. I was disheartened,
I
and
want to
like,
see gameplay. I need to see.
I
Yeah,
think
I do
that
too.
I think that, dude, yeah, no gameplay, no pre-order. Sorry, Ubisoft.
I mean, I'm not
But,
going to
like,
pre-order the game regardless because there's no reason to.
I mean, there's no reason to, but I mean, like, and they're also doing the price thing again with this
Yeah, which
with
is
this
so.
title. I saw
What a
that,
bummer, dude.
Oh,
What a
are
fucking
they?
which is a
bummer.
bummer. Yeah,
I'm definitely
it's
not
130.
pre-ordering. I'm
It's
definitely not
130.
pre-ordering.
Yeah. Oh, well, didn't you can get it? Well, it's because Ubisoft doesn't want you to own your games, man. Like, they want you to go the Ubisoft Plus and just play through the subscription and then be done when you're done. But that's a whole other conversation. But no, like, I watched the trailer, and don't get me wrong, it's a well-made trailer. Like, I understand what they're going for. I was like, oh, cool, Yasuke, like, great addition. I don't personally care for the dual protagonist. That's like a feature I don't necessarily need. Good for them for fucking getting rid of the scouting with the birds thing. We don't need that shit anymore. I hated that shit.
So,
Yeah.
I think the dual protagonist thing is cool. It actually reminds me a lot of GTA 5, how you can switch between the multiple characters throughout the story.
I've never played it. Dude, I've never played a GTA game.
Oh, yeah, in GTA
Yeah,
5,
nope.
there's three main protagonists, and they all have their separate stories that kind of intertwine and stuff like that, and you can switch between all three of them
No, yeah,
as
and
you
like
play.
I've played like games with dual protagonists, and like it's cool when it's executed well. I just don't feel like it's a feature I need for like for it to necessarily have good storytelling. Uh,
Mhm.
I also I don't necessarily I don't care for. I think the thing about it that bothers me the most, which is what I know, and I know they're going to do that with these characters, is like only one of them is going to be good at stealth and only one of them is going to be good at combat, and I want my character to be good at both.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to see.
No,
But
they've already stated it. They literally said that Yasuke will use he's going to use samurai armor, he's going to use bludgeoning weapons, he's going to fight closer to the way that the new characters do in the modern Assassin's Creeds, and that Naue will play closer to older Assassin's Creed characters with the one-shot stealth and stuff. So we'll see how they execute it, but I don't know. I'll be skipping this one. I think Ghost of Tsushima just kind of cured me I don't ever need to play Assassin's Creed ever again. Like I didn't play Mirage, I didn't finish Valhalla. I don't need to play this. I think I'm just done with the franchise.
That's fair.
Mm.
That's fair. Yeah, and you know what? More than likely, this game will come to Game Pass eventually. Which,
Maybe.
True. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. DJ, have you picked up Ghost of Tsushima yet?
Yeah, I did. I bought it before we were supposed to do our splash damage. And I actually played it because I forgot. I was gonna do the first part with you, but
Mhm.
I just played through the whole first section until you get your horse for the first time.
Okay.
Your first horse.
How's it running
When
on
do
your
you get to
PC?
name him?
Huh? What'd you say?
How's it running on your PC?
Dude, it's running fucking buttery smooth. Oh my god.
I heard it's
And
an amazing port.
it's a great port, dude. I'm using an Xbox controller. I'm not even using a
Okay.
DualSense or anything.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, I know, but they tuned the the share button, the menu button for the hearing, the super hearing, or whatever the fuck, like the fucking
The wind.
wind and shit.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. And that's a really
Yeah.
cool. That's like a really cool feature.
Because I thought they weren't gonna do that. I thought I was gonna have to like plug in my PS4 controller, but no, dude, this thing
No, but
works
we gotta
seamlessly
use
with all
our
most
Starfield
controllers.
controllers to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah, dude. But it's been great, dude. I haven't I stopped after that. But I'm desperately wanting to get back in.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Drax in chat says at this rate, my subscriptions will have subscriptions. I already feel like that right now, especially since you can link other subscription services to subscription services.
Looking
know
at
what I'm
you,
saying?
Amazon Prime.
Yep. Looking at you, fucking Game Pass. Guys, this one's an interesting story. Activision opens new studio tasked with creating narrative-based AAA franchise. This is from Kat Bailey over at the aforementioned IGN. Activision has announced the formation of Elsewhere Entertainment, a new studio it says will focus on developing a, quote, narrative-based and genre-defining AAA franchise. Oh, I've heard that before. Elsewhere Entertainment, which is based in Warsaw, is Activision's second Polish studio after the Krakow base. Is that Krakow?
Krakow.
Krakow. Cacao.
Yeah, Krakow.
Krakow based Infinity Ward, Poland. The studio has been working behind the scenes up until now, and this is its first public unveiling. According to the blog post revealing the new studio, Elsewhere Entertainment's team includes, quote, storytelling experts who have previously worked on franchises including The Last of Us, Uncharted, The Witcher, Cyberpunk, Destiny, The Division, and Far Cry. It is currently recruiting developers in hopes of creating a quote state of the art and next generation gaming experience, end quote, which IGN understands is not a Call of Duty related project. Little else is known about Elsewhere Entertainment's first franchise, though the post does mention that the studio hopes to craft a franchise with an enduring legacy that resonates far beyond games. That would seem to point a transmedia franchise that will try to replicate the success of The Last of Us and Fallout, or maybe just get its own theme park. To this point, Activision has mostly been known for its work on the Call of Duty series, with Crash Bandicoot developer Toys for Bob opting to go independent following the Xbox acquisition. In addition to the Crash Bandicoot games, Activision Publishing has also released Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Destiny. Elsewhere Entertainment's opening stands out in an industry that has lately been rocked by layoffs. Last week, Activision Blizzard parent company Microsoft closed multiple studios, including Tango Gameworks and Arcane Austin. Activision Blizzard was also impacted by layoffs in the early part of 2024, with Blizzard being particularly affected. It's unclear when Elsewhere Entertainment's game will be released, though based on existing development timelines, it's likely to be a few years yet. In the meantime, Activision appears to be prepping to reveal the next Call of Duty at next month's Xbox Showcase, which is set for June 9th.
I have immediately something to say because there is a line in this article that pissed me the fuck off.
Go for it.
Elsewhere Entertainment's opening stands out in an industry that has been lately rocked by layoffs. Why the fuck is Activision opening a fucking studio when their fucking parent company is fucking laying off and closing studios? This is stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. This is embarrassing fucking move by Microsoft. This is some ass fucking shit, dude. And everybody's literally just eating it up. They're like, finally, a new studio's opening. They just closed like 6. Why are you guys celebrating? This is not a good fucking thing. All of those people that they just laid off could have potentially gone to this new fucking studio.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you right now. Like, I'm so fucking sick of these goddamn decisions Microsoft's making. Like, straight up.
Dude, they're winning the people over too. Like, for the past few years, Xbox has been on the side of gamers, and now the fucking corporate capitalism, whatever the fuck it is, got to them. And now we can't even enjoy our fucking games. We can't even comfortably
and I understand,
play our games knowing that, like, people have lost their jobs over
right. And I understand that, like,
consume.
At the end of the day, like, a lot of these studios and these publishing companies do have like a level of autonomy underneath Microsoft. But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you gotta either know that like there's somebody in charge of overseeing when these companies release these bits of news to the public. None of this is released accidentally. Remember that. So like, I obviously find it immediately suspicious that like that Microsoft's largest publishing company that they recently acquired is opening a brand new studio that they're going to push narrative games for, which is the thing that Microsoft just said that they needed to succeed, even though they just closed a studio that literally provided them with those exact fucking products. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
It like, I'm not picking up what you're putting down right now, Microsoft. I'm not.
This was a cool kids club move. It really was.
Fuck that shit. I'm mad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always happy for more opportunities. At least they said.
I mean, I want the studio to succeed. Obviously, I'm sincerely hoping that any number of the individuals that have been affected by the mass number of layoffs gets the opportunity to apply and be a part of this studio opening up. I really do. I hope it creates a number of jobs. But why are we making new jobs while we're constantly getting rid of them at the same time? And it's not like we're like they're doing new things. They're still making fucking games.
Yeah, it feels it feels like there's people, right, in Microsoft, let's say there's this person and this person keeps wanting to do all this stuff, and this person keeps wanting to do all this stuff. Like this person's like, no, we have to have less studios, and this person's like, hey, no, we really need to have more and have more IP and more things to celebrate. I don't know if that's just the optimistic side of me because, we all know how companies work. There's always someone's like that's like money this, money that, and then the other person's all like, yeah, money's good,
Right.
but like I really want to do
philosophy in action, and right now their
Yeah.
actions don't match their philosophy.
They're being very contradictory to themselves as a company right now. And it's like one person's trying to keep the umbrella open while the other person's trying to close it.
Yeah.
So, what about you, DJ? How do you feel about this?
Dude, I don't fucking know, man. I agree with Garrick. It's more like this kind of bullshit. I'm not happy about it. Well, I am happy for actually. If we want to pivot, something more positive. Uh, uh, Larian Studios opened up a studio in Warsaw, in Poland. They opened up a second studio.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They're
Hell
making
rad.
two
Larian.
RPGs.
Hell
So
yeah, Larian.
they're making two RPGs. So I wonder what that's gonna be like. And that'll be cool. But this shit with the Activision can fuck off. I don't like. I mean, like I hope best case scenario, because damage has already been done. Best case scenario, the people who got laid off could possibly work in this division, but like of course, there's only a limited amount of spots in things like this, so not
But
everyone's
dude,
gonna
then they
catch
just
a
go
break.
like, oh my god,
But
would you even like if you were part of like Tango GameWorks, would you even apply for a
I
job
don't
like
know.
that,
I
knowing
really,
you'd
I
be
really don't know.
essentially working for the people that just got rid of your previous job? Fuck, dude, it's just such a complicated mess.
Shitty thing, just shitty mess.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. It sucks. It really does. I hope some positives come out of this though, and we see some cool things happen. So, not for Microsoft's sake, but more so for the developers' sake.
The individuals, the developers.
Yeah. Guys, let's talk about some new releases that happened this week.
Let's go.
Yesterday on May 20th, a game called Songs of Conquest was released on PC. And today on May 21st,
Game.
yeah, it's probably, I didn't even look up to see what it was. Let's see what
It's an
official
RTS.
was.
Strategy.
Yeah, I
first
figured. I figured as much. Yeah, it looks like a very old school RTS. Very old school. It almost looks like if Torchlight made an RTS. Is that?
Interesting.
Yeah. Today on the 21st, as of this recording, we got Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder on
I want
PC.
to play this.
And then we also got Paper Trail, and that is on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, iOS, and Android. That is a big release slate for an indie game right there.
Huge.
Good for them.
Pretty big.
Then, I have yet to fire up this game, but Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 was released today on Series XS and PC, and I have been seeing mixed reviews. I've been seeing people give
It's
it
at
really
an
great
8
scores.
I've
on
heard the
Metacritic.
general consensus is it is a beautiful piece of art that is not always a great game,
Which was the
Yeah.
first. It's literally the critique of the
which is
first.
okay, right? Like if that's their vision, as long as the developer is happy and they feel like their vision's achieved. I didn't play the first game, so I can't comment.
I know GameSpot gave it an 8.
This is Ernell's game of the year.
Yeah.
But I
this-
do
this
know
will
he
take
loves
over.
it, so he's
Yeah,
obviously gonna we will be getting a hands-on from
Yeah.
For
Ernell for this.
I'm going to be playing this 100% too. I'm probably playing this weekend, like straight up. This game is sitting at a 9 out of 10 from Game Informer right now. So
yeah.
another game that was released today, which I know that Drax660, our Sammy boy, is super stoked about because I think he just finished this game actually while I was in Discord with him. But he had an early access version. System Shock was released on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4 and
Play
Xbox
it on
One
console now,
today
finally.
on May 21st.
I didn't play the original. I never.
Yeah.
I knew of it, and I knew that I know it's the reason that BioShock exists, basically. So, but I'm excited to finally get the
I didn't
opportunity
know it
to
was in
play the
early
remake.
access.
It wasn't
I
early
had it
access.
on my list last year.
It was
It
just
was
on
just
PC.
PC only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
This is just the console port getting
Okay.
released.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sam did tell me that this is probably one of the most true to the original remakes he's ever played. And it holds up the
Excellent.
game really well and just did like
Oh,
some
yeah.
quality of life changes to the game, but he said it is still very hard and crazy. Another game that was released today, which Xander was stoked about, but I've also been seeing a lot of people have issues with this game today. X Defiant, that was released on PS5,
It's
Xbox Series
Ubisoft,
XS, and PC. Yeah, I don't care about this game personally. I just don't.
I personally want to try it because of
I kind of want to try
how-
it too. I don't care about it, but I do want to try it. Like just because I don't know. That's just the kind of gamer I am. Like I just want to. I like to dabble.
Yeah, I think I want to see how it compares to all the shooters that I've played in my life, and if it scratches that Call of Duty itch, for me, then I'll definitely play this over Call of Duty or uh any other shooter out on the market. The finals, I think I picked up and dropped that pretty quick.
I think we all
So
did because
hopefully
you and I were really into that when it released.
Which one?
yeah,
The
I wasn't even
finals.
excited when they released more content.
I actually liked the finals. So if
I
I
enjoyed it,
like,
but it doesn't bring me back. Like there's
Yeah.
not
no,
enough to bring me back.
Yeah.
But X
Larry
Defiant
and
might be that game for me.
Larry in chat says wait till queue times get better.
Yeah, I hear the server issues are actually pretty bad at
makes
the moment.
sense.
It is.
Are they
Ubisoft,
Helldivers
so.
2 at launch bad though?
I don't think
pretty bad.
anything can beat that right now.
Yeah.
It is Ubisoft. They always have like dumb shit happening at launch.
Mhm.
Always.
Yeah. We got a few more games coming out this week. On May 23rd, we actually have a lot of games coming out here. That's actually for the rest of the week. May 23rd, we are getting Bread and Fred on the Switch.
Cute little game.
I want to play this game.
Bread and Fred.
I know it's gonna be rage inducing, but I want to play.
Yeah.
Oh, it came out on PC like a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Larry in chat says games run great once you're in. It's just like 5 to 7 minutes in between games, in between matches.
Yeah, that'd kill the experience for me. If I have to
That
wait
should just be.
long.
It should only take like 3 minutes tops in between a match. But another game that comes out today on Switch and PC is Duck Detective: The Secret
yeah.
Salami.
Hell yeah.
Why do I feel like
Detective.
Ernell made this game?
That's a Larry ass game.
Dude,
there,
I've seen it and it actually looks like a fucking insane game.
Does it really?
I really enjoy the little arts. It's like a little sticker, like like Paper Mario type shit. Like it's like
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's a very ingenious little game, actually.
mhm.
Okay. Larry in chat says Bread and Fred goated. Pick your homie carefully. And he wants Duck Detective. The next game that came out today is coming out May 23rd, my mistake, is Eternal Threads on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Look,
Uh,
cover
I'm,
looks
I'm
cool.
like,
I mean,
It's
I'm
an
scheming.
adventure game.
Yeah, it kind of looks like. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Dark Picture anthologies.
Oh yeah, a little bit, or like
Yeah.
Life is Strange. That's that bunch of games.
yeah, but it's in first person. Looks like you have a little scanner. I guess you're scanning memories and shit. Like
Oh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Another game to come out on May 23rd is Haunty.
Auntie.
And that's on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Another little indie game for you. A game that I hold very dear and near to my heart that I will be playing, just not on stream this week, because we're gonna go see Furiosa. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door on Switch. It is the remake. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to spending some time in this game. Garrick, are you gonna play this?
Maybe. I like Paper Mario.
This is
I
coveted.
haven't really played my Switch like much at all recently.
I've been playing Final Fantasy X on it a lot. That's like I go to bed early, but I'm not really going to bed. I'm putting a show on and playing my Switch.
I still haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. I think if I ever do play my Switch, that's going to be the next thing
You need to play
I
it.
try to play. Dude, I reluctantly finished Breath of the Wild. I know everyone said Tears of the Kingdom is like better, but I don't know. I was still so put off. I will eventually get around to it. I don't skip Zelda games on principle, but
It is a fantastic game, actually. Fantastic. I feel like the intro will be enough for you to be really interested in it. Intro to
we shall see.
Tears of the Kingdom is really good. Another game coming out on the 23rd is World of Goo 2. And that's on Switch, PC, and Mac. The only Mac release this week. The only Apple game.
Mac gamers
Mac users
rejoice.
are not happy.
Yeah.
You get a
Who
game. You
buys
get
a
a new
Mac?
game this
You
week.
get one
What will we
game.
do to you?
One.
Yep.
Also, no fucking game on a Mac, you weirdos.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let
It's
'em
all
do
those
what they
people that
want,
buy
man.
Macs and they're like, let me install Linux. DJ, can you tell the people what
What's
we
up?
got next?
Well, everyone listening, everyone watching, everyone watching, if you will.
Lassaging, if you will.
Watching. We're heading into the end game.
The end game. Bow, 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 bow. Wow, wow. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Guys, our headline topic today. Black Ops 6 is reportedly coming to Game Pass. That's right. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be on Game Pass day one, according to lots of reports, and Microsoft coming out and making a statement about it, actually. So I have an article from Kotaku that I'm going to go over here regarding this. Yeah, we're going to definitely discuss this here. So this is from Ethan Gach. Gok? I think it's Gok because there's no T.
There's gotta
There's
be
no T.
Gok.
Yeah, it's Gok. So Ethan wrote, the next Call of Duty, believed to be a Black Ops sequel set during the Gulf War, will be the first new entry in the popular online shooter to be on Xbox Game Pass. That's according to a report by the Wall Street Journal today, which said the announcement will be made at Microsoft's big annual Xbox showcase in June, which means that it's going to be the after show, their secret big direct that they're doing. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is 2024's entry, made by Treyarch Studios, was previously reported by Insider Gaming. Microsoft teased an extended direct for an unknown game directly after its June showcase, which fans quickly pieced together to be this year's Call of Duty reveal. According to The Verge, Microsoft had until recently been debating whether to keep Call of Duty off Game Pass or add it and increase the price of the service. It's unclear if the new reporting by the Wall Street Journal means Game Pass will get another price hike in 2024 or if Call of Duty will be exclusive to certain tiers. Microsoft didn't immediately respond to the request for comment. Call of Duty costs hundreds of millions to make each year, and each year it sells tens of millions of copies. The cycle was so lucrative for publisher Activision that it slowly forced every studio it owned to contribute to making the hit series. When Microsoft finished its $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard last year, whether Call of Duty would join Diablo 4 and other games on Game Pass was one of the big questions. While Microsoft made a big push behind Game Pass heading into Xbox Series XS console generation, subscription growth has seemingly slowed and plateaued in recent years. It's not clear if adding Call of Duty to the service would bring in enough new monthly members to replace all those who would decide to not buy it at full retail price of $70 as a result. Former Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick famously testified last year that he had decided not to put Call of Duty on subscription services precisely because the math didn't work out financially. Microsoft had roughly 34 million Game Pass subscribers as of February this last year. It would require 3 months of paid $11 subscriptions to replace the 1 billion Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 made during its opening week alone, not even accounting for the hundreds of other games Microsoft pays to be on the service. The tech giant footing the exorbitant bill to grow Game Pass might have seemed likely as recently as February, when Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer told GameFile, "Our intent is the full portfolio of games from ZeniMax, Activision Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios will be on Game Pass day one." So, what I want to ask you guys, what do you think this is going to mean for exclusives moving forward if Call of Duty is put on Game Pass? Because personally, I think Microsoft is going to be going the route in order to sustain Game Pass and their games to be on their day one with AAA, blockbuster style games, especially with putting Call of Duty on there. I think we're going to start seeing them be a third party publisher with their own platform. And I feel like I kind of talked on this recently with you guys. It's like they will release these games on other platforms. They'll be $70 on other platforms, but you can have it day one on Game Pass through the Xbox or PC. What do you guys think?
Man, Garrick, you
Go
got
ahead,
something?
DJ.
No, you got it, Garrick.
Honestly, I've been racking my brain on this, and like obviously, like I'm not a business mogul. I don't really understand how like the inner workings of a lot of this stuff works. But I I think what you're suggesting is probably the right idea. Like that's going to be what they do to kind of push people to their to their console platform. Is like, yeah, if you want to get it day one, like, and you don't want to have to pay $70, you can just do so by having an Xbox and using your Game Pass subscription, right? That's kind. I 100% see that that's probably what they're going to be leaning into, because I think they're committed enough at this point that they can't just cut Game Pass. They can't get rid of it. Like
Mhm.
they're invested to a point to where like they feel like they probably need what are they doing? Are they cutting? Are they cutting it? Is it making the money or is it not making the money? They need and they're at the point where they need to decide, right? And if for them to make it money for it to make them money, they're gonna have to double down, right? Like they're gonna have to really be like, no, we need to lean into Game Pass, and that's going to be doing exactly what Devin like previously mentioned, like all of the titles under our umbrella will always be coming to day one Game Pass, which is obviously like the push that they're trying for. We haven't seen that in practice yet. This will kind of be the the first one of those theoretically, really, with releasing like the new stuff from the um like the new portfolio of studios. I mean, I guess the first one would really was kind of Starfield, um, but I don't know. I don't. The thing that concerns me about this move the most is I really can't. I don't see Call of Duty being the game changer on Game Pass for them that I don't think they're hoping it's going to be.
Yeah. Um, I think it's going to be on Game Pass, but I think it's still going to be available for sale at that full price pop. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering if they are going to do higher tiers of Xbox Ultimate. You know what I mean? As well.
I would fucking hate it if they did. Truly,
Me
I would
too.
truly hate it if because that's one of the reasons I don't really participate in PlayStation stuff. I don't like the pricing on their tiers,
Hmm.
and like once you get more than like two levels of anything, like pricing gets kind of muddled, and they can just put because then it's just like they can set their low end to the base that everybody has it at, which is the $9, $10 a month, right? They can set the upper limit at whatever the fuck they want, which they've done. It's like that shit's like $25, man. That's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, that's Netflix. Netflix is $25 a month.
And I don't have Netflix anymore, dog. I don't
Neither
pay
do
for
I.
Netflix. Yeah,
Neither do
because
I.
like that shit's ridiculous. I think the biggest thing that concerns me about this is 100% a Game Pass price hike. I love my Game Pass subscription, but if it goes over $20, I'm canceling it. I'm canceling it.
Yeah.
I'm not paying. I'm not paying more than $20 for Game Pass. I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, DJ?
I agree, dude. I mean, like, it's not gonna bring me back. Like, I just think about it. Like, just think about it for a second, right? If Call of Duty gets on the Game Pass, who is gonna be sitting there to download 200 gigabytes of Call of Duty that includes Warzone, the campaign, multiplayer, all together, bro? Who's gonna be sitting there doing that shit?
That's your whole
I'm not.
Series S right there.
On a series on a
You can have 2
honestly like a
games.
last gen console, and that's all you have. You have to delete all your other games to play Call of Duty.
That's why they
I
came out with the 1 terabyte Series S.
there you go. I've there. You know what?
Yeah, but I
Funneling
mean,
more
like,
money.
just a whole generation of people who chose to initially buy their console is just fuck you then.
Yeah, basically,
Pretty
dude.
much.
I mean,
That's basically what they're saying.
Microsoft's saying you're poor.
Or
You know?
right, because your only other option is to spend $150 on a fucking Seagator,
Yeah,
or at least another $90 on the Westinghouse one.
yeah, dude.
I still want to get
Listen,
one of those,
Seagator.
actually. I do.
I think they're a worthwhile investment if you're a gamer, but that's some fucking Apple. That's some Apple product bullshit.
Yeah,
dude.
no, so they're really legitimately like some Apple product. Like, hey, why don't you invest in the cloud?
Yeah, like fuck you, man.
Yeah, dude. This like honestly, I think I've lost a lot of interest in the Call of Duty franchise ever since the
Mhm.
release of Modern Warfare 3. I think it's really funny that Black Ops like keeps like just incrementally advancing in time, like in terms of uh like Black Ops started with like the Vietnam War, and now we're in the Cold War, and now it's the Gulf War. Like, at what point do we get to modern warfare? You know, because like at what point did like Black Ops 8 gonna be like, I don't know, fucking basically modern warfare? I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
The franchise is just gonna keep going until it gets to advanced warfare again.
Yeah, infinite warfare, and then that's gonna get like fucking
Oh yeah, Infinite
YouTube
Warfare. That's what it
dislike.
was. That was the one with the exoskeleton ass fucking
No, it
shit,
was
right?
Advanced
No,
Warfare. Advanced
Advanced
Warfare
Warfare
had
was the exoskeletons,
Okay.
but the Infinite Warfare was when everyone was like, "Why is it in space again? Why is it
Just
like
in space. That's right.
Yeah.
It was in
No.
fucking space.
Yeah, why is it in space?
I never
Why
played
do we
that
have
one.
to buy the game to get the Modern Warfare 2 remastered campaign pre-order or whatever the fuck? Dude,
Because they knew the space campaign was fucking stupid and they still wanted your money, you losers,
Yeah.
and they got it.
I will say, I really liked Advanced Warfare's campaign.
Advanced Warfare was fun. Besides
And the
Kevin Spacey
gameplay.
being in it.
Yeah,
But
and this was before we all knew about Kevin Spacey, so at the time it was like, oh, this is sick.
yeah, that's kind of sick, yeah.
I actually liked the
But-
multiplayer in that game. You moved around like Titanfall, but Titanfall
Yeah,
was
except
better.
for the fucking the crate system. They had a fucking crate drop system and
Yeah.
weapons with different stats.
Everybody
was
had the
bullshit.
crate drop system back then. It was stupid.
So-
Yeah, dude, that was the staple.
Do you think Black Ops 6 obviously coming to game? Do you think this is the game that because so we got Starfield, right? Like we everybody kind of knew that Bethesda was going to be like, yeah, they're going to put the Bethesda games and those are going to be exclusive. Like they kind of painted that picture from the jump. You know, right? Like that was what they were gonna do, or they were at very least they were gonna do timed exclusives for things. But like, Do you think this is the game that's like gonna set the precedence for like, okay, all of our AAA games are now just gonna be on Game Pass, like Elder Scrolls 6 and
Yes.
like see honestly, if you really want if you want my fucking if you really want my fucking money, if you really want my fucking money, Microsoft, give me the Elder Scrolls Online expansions day one. That's what I fucking want. Give me that shit day one. I'll never fucking unsubscribe from my Game Pass ever.
Hmm.
I'll never unsub if you give me Elder Scrolls Online expansions for free.
DJ.
I'll swear to God.
To answer your question, I think their little business meeting, like from a numbers perspective, I think yes, it would be. But because remember, they're not marketing to us anymore. Okay? They've proven that to us.
Right.
They're not marketing to us anymore. Us as in like, actual like critical thinking like fucking gamers. Like real gamers. Not saying that everyone else is not a real gamer, just more in tune, right? But we've seen the numbers, okay, with Call of Duty. We've seen it. We've seen the numbers. Millions of these motherfuckers that own one console in per household. You know what I'm saying? Like they
That's
play the
the
shit
game
out of
they
Call.
play.
That is that game. That is the only game that exists besides like Madden or NBA 2K. That is the only game that exists. Okay? The gaming is stale, people. Okay? That's the majority of gaming at the moment. So I think from a numbers perspective, they like with that thing in the article saying like, oh, you need like blah 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 amount of $11 paid subscriptions to get. They'll hit it. They'll hit it for
Yeah.
sure because
Here's
Do
if
the
you
they say,
thing.
think
oh,
it's
Here's
I can
the
get
actually
thing.
Call of
gonna
Duty for $11, you
I
kidding
have a
me?
question.
They'll
I
jump.
have,
They'll
I
jump
was
for it.
saying I have a question too. Go ahead. Yes, first
do
Devin.
you think that this is going to be exclusive to Xbox, or do you think that this is going to be, well, it'll be on PC as well, because if it's on an Xbox, it's going to be on PC. But do you think this is going to be on PlayStation?
Who fucking knows, man? I'm gonna be honest. Who genuinely who knows? Like I feel like in the past year, gaming, the industry has been like flipped upside down, like fucking spun around and shit. Like, dude, we in 5 years we might even see a fucking Sony Microsoft merger, dude. Who fucking knows? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
honestly,
hell would be frozen over that day for fucking sure.
yeah,
So
dude. I
okay,
don't
I
know.
have a follow up question, still and kind of in line with like with this topic and like this line of thinking, right? Because you think they're going to hit their target. Like, do you really think that this is going to increase subs this game, or because I'm of the mindset that like this is just going to get a bunch of motherfuckers that already have Game Pass to try a new COD game, but it's not
Yeah,
necessarily going to increase the subscription the number of subscriptions because this game's releasing on day one. Do you think it
I
is?
I think so because these motherfuckers already pay 70, 80, $90 on Call of Duty. Okay?
So they're just like,
Enticing
oh
them with
fuck, man, I can get this shit for 18
for
bucks.
yeah, $18, $10 a month. Sign me the fuck up, buddy.
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
E- Even if you own the game, you cannot play it without having Game Pass, because that has replaced Xbox Live. So you need to have at least Xbox Game Pass Core to play this game online at all.
Mm.
Do you have to have an online connection for the campaign too?
I don't know, but like
I mean,
to
they
play
might do
on,
that shit,
who,
dude, to
but
be honest with you.
who gets Call of Duty to play the campaign? Like
I mean, we've proven that there are at least some people that do that, even if that some people
yeah,
is just or Nell, right?
like 0.3%
And me too.
of the
I'm
player
interested in the
base.
campaign.
But
Yeah.
they, but right,
Yeah,
but people do still play that. So like obviously like
yeah.
they would catch a little bit of backlash like if they did that. I don't know.
Mm.
I just think there's so much about this move that I don't understand. Because like
It's weird. It's definitely weird.
because Bobby Kotick literally like fuck that guy, but like I believe what he said when he said the math didn't add up. Like I have a hard time believing that the math changed fundamentally that much in like one fiscal year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right,
like fuck Bobby Kotick, but we know he's a fucking businessman. Hard,
right, like that's what he was
this
there
fucking-
for. So
That
like
guy's
he
trying to
says
buy
he's
TikTok.
that up.
That guy's trying
Yeah.
to buy TikTok right now. He's a businessman.
He's
like I
whatever.
don't know, like it's just like it just seems like it's dude, like obviously they know something we don't. They clearly know something we don't because they feel like this is now the move to make. But like it's interesting to see them go 180 on something that like the former CEO of Activision was just like, this is a horrible idea. Don't do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who knows? I think because when you think about that, like I think that if you look at the numbers, I think do that many people own PlayStation 5s like across like or at least in the US?
Apparently, 5 times more PS5s were sold than Xboxes this generation.
Well, yeah, this generation, the PS5s. But I mean, like, how many people have not upgraded or have switched to?
I don't
From
think this comes
last gen
out on
PS4 to
previous.
X.
I don't think this comes out on previous generation. I don't think so. I think this is solely
Did the
just
last
this.
one?
No, it didn't actually.
Warzone.
Yeah,
You
that
were able to play
probably is.
Warzone still, but you can't. I
Yeah,
don't think you can play the full game. You can still download and play Warzone,
yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's what people play for. I mean, Warzone's like that thing. Like, it's the thing to play and multiplayer. So like
So many
they could
cheaters
literally
on
just make this a
Warzone.
multiplayer only like Warzone expansion again. Just like Modern Warfare 3 to be honest. Cuz that's basically what it was.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 was literally a multiplayer only Call of Duty.
Was it?
That's fucking wild, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was.
The implications of this move is boggling to me. I think like this is definitely going to be like as stupid as it sounds. It's going to be like only time will tell. Because
Yeah.
like again, like we've been spending a lot of time recently, like unincidentally, like spending like we had a few weeks where we talked about Sony a lot too, and like now we're spending a few weeks on Microsoft. We talked about them last week, but like they're kind of doing it to themselves, like, and they're doing this weird thing where like they have it's like profoundly negative garbage news, big positive announcement. Profoundly negative garbage news, big positive announcement. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, we've got okay, so we know they've got like they have like we've got like the summer Xbox thing coming up, right? So we already know that's the big positive. So between now and then, expect one large shitty announcement from Microsoft before fucking summer's over. God damn. I just don't like they're so all over the place, and like I feel like they're so spread thin.
Watch them close 343 before Summer Games Fest.
Dude, if that
That
happens,
would be
dude, I
fucking
feel
wild, dude.
that'd be so wild. That'd be like breaking fucking news, dude. I wouldn't even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that would like destroy so many Xbox players.
Oh yeah, 100%. It would dishearten me to the core, very much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand Microsoft's business model right now. Obviously, like we're very clearly experiencing many sweeping changes in the industry. Like, in Microsoft is like they're like they're one of the people fucking swinging like pushing the pendulum. And they're trying to keep it in a momentum that's in their favor. Because for the last few years, they haven't been, and Sony has been winning the console war. Like, and that's not to be divisive or create any shit. Like, I'm sorry, like that's just based on a numbers to numbers thing. I own every console, so like it just is what it is. But like, you know, if you want Microsoft gaming as like to stick around, because let's be honest, it's Microsoft gaming now. Like that's where we're at.
Mm-hmm. I know
like,
it's funny. They
need to
started
pivot, man.
They started as Microsoft Game Studios, changed to Xbox Game Studios, and now it's turning back to Microsoft Game Studios. Not officially, but that's what it's doing.
But that's basically what's happened. And so they're making a lot of really big, large sweeping changes. We're gonna see roller coaster shit from them all year because of this acquisition. So it just honestly expect a lot more news from Xbox and from Microsoft from us this year because they're going to continue to make moves like this. They're going to continue to surprise us with positive moves like Black Ops on Game Pass, right? Like at the end of the day, like that's a consumer friendly move. Like like because there are people that don't want to spend, especially after like the last Call of Duty, right? Like they maybe didn't feel super happy about it, so they're more hesitant to buy a Call of Duty game. So now they try this new one on Game Pass. And then the thing is Game Pass also does the nice thing where, like, just by having Game Pass, if you decide you want to purchase a game to add to your library before it leaves that platform, not saying that Call of Duty would leave the platform after a year like other titles, but like that you can add that to your library at a discount, right? By just having that subscription. So I feel like this is still an overall positive change, right? Like them opening like the new studio under their other banners, a positive change. But like, it just feels so veiled. Like they're making these moves like amidst other moves that they know people are going to not like to try to keep us happy. That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel with Microsoft. Is like I feel like every good thing they're doing is just to cover up for some shit they're doing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. Well, I hope that we get more good news than bad news in the coming months.
Me too.
Especially with all these announcements that we're about to get in Summer Games Fest. For me to be interested into playing a new Call of Duty, I don't know. There's a lot to change that would need to change, but I don't know how it needs to change. I don't know. Maybe
Mhm.
like don't have free to play multiplayer, honestly. Like I hate to be that guy, but free to play multiplayer invites like a lot of cheating and hacking. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what ruined the game for me personally. Um
Fair enough.
yeah, as an avid like sweat. Um
At least at least you admit it, buddy. At least you admit it. It's
yeah,
the first
yeah.
step in recovery. It's admitting you have a problem.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all of us have some problems we can admit to. But we will talk about that another time because we're going to go into our schedule for the rest of the week. Where Wednesday we don't do shit at all because Wednesday is for the boys, okay?
Yeah.
It
Wednesdays
kind
are
of
for the
is.
Wednesday
We
for the
game a
boys.
lot on
boys.
Wednesdays.
That's right. That's right. And if you want to game with us, join us in our Discord.
Mhm.
Thursday, we ain't doing nada, not jack shit.
No
No
splash
gameplay
damage this week.
streams. Yeah, no splash damage. Because
But
Friday
why?
we are doing another episode of 20,000 Films Under the Sea. But we are reviewing Furiosa, and that will be a spoiler-free review for all you folks out there. Which this game is, I mean, not game. This movie is getting highly
I love
accredited by people.
Fury Road. I
Yeah.
fucking love Fury
Yeah.
Road.
I'm
So
actually excited to see this movie.
as long as
I
the
won't be
vibe's
on
the
this
same,
episode.
I'll have fun.
Yeah. Is it Chris Hemsworth, Anna Taylor-Joy? Like, I was like, why not? Why not? You know, I'm excited to see that. Let us know what you guys think about Call of Duty coming to Game Pass and what your thoughts are on that. Um, and you can leave that in the comments below, just right down
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 there.
there, down there, and
Down
also
there.
review us. Give us a review.
Review.
This has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your choice for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also support us by going over to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to go, but until next time.
Uh Gaming.
I have a beautiful time.